Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to learn how to split large CSV file into multiple smaller CSV files with OCI functions. Here, we are going to make use of Oracle Cloud Functions Python FDK as we are implementing the solution using Python. And in Python, we are going to make use of pandas module. Here is the sample CSV file which I am going to make use of for implementation as well as for testing our Oracle Cloud function. Here I am having 37k rows in a CSV file. The CSV file I have downloaded from stats.govt.nz website, wherein they are having under businesses annual enterprise survey 2020 financial year provision CSV file. This I have downloaded. I will provide the link for this website in my blog. Please check out the blog for more details. From here, you can download the CSV file or you can use your own CSV file. I'm going to write a Oracle Cloud function with the help of Python pandas module, wherein it will accept the parameters like the SFTP directory, where I'm placing the larger CSV file. Then I'm passing the file name. Then I will say whether the CSV file header must be retained and it must be copied to smaller CSV files or not, with the Boolean value over here. In header required true means header value will be copied from a larger CSV file in all the multiple CSV files generated by our function. And the row size tells what is the maximum count of rows that must be present in the splitted files or the newly generated files. For example, in this there are 37,000 records. OCI function will create for us 4 files. First 3 files will have 10k each records, and in the last file there will be 7081 records. And in the header required value, if I give it as true, then this value must be copied in all the splitted or the copied files. If I give the value as false over here, then the smaller files generated won't have the header value. As I have already shown the sample JSON request which this function will accept, like how we try to pass the JSON body in any other OCI functions which we had learned in our previous videos. Here I am trying to fetch the values of SFTP directory, name, header required and row size, and I will pass to the split CSV method or the function which I have created in another .py file. I will walk you through shortly. So this is the basic boilerplate code what we get when we write that fn init command. The rest of the things is similar to what we have used in any other OCI functions which are available in our Beenam Learning YouTube channel. So this split CSV method or the function will return us the list of splitted files on successful completion of this function. In case of any error will be raised and the same error will be passed on to the service consumer so that it will be displayed in one of the tags, that is under status will be error, and in the message the user will come to know what is the exact root cause. In case of successfully splitting the files, our status will be success, and in the files we will get the list of files which were generated or splitted with the help of this function. Now I will go into this method. Here I have made use of the pandas. I am using the latest module over here. You can install the latest module and you must write this import pandas in your requirements.txt file as well. And the first thing is I have placed this SFTP host name, port details, username, password in a configuration parameter. We have covered in detail what is configuration parameter and how to consume configuration parameters at runtime and how you can modify those values at runtime. If you have not watched that video, please check out the video. I will provide the link in the card section. Also, you can place these values in OCI Vault. Also, we had covered in detail how we can do that so that the password will be secured. Here I am trying to generate the file name, wherein I am appending the path and the file name which is passed from our functions.py, that is FTP directory, and the file name. This I am generating over here. Header value I am getting from the input, that is the Boolean value in the JSON, that is header value, either it will be true or false, that I am assigning it over here. So it will be argument number 2. Row size I am assigning to a variable over here locally, which is part of the third argument, that is this one. I'm going to make use of this pysftp in order to connect to SFTP server. Already we had learnt in detail how we can make use of SFTP server and list the files present in a particular directory. The first thing what I'm going to check is whether the file name provided by the user is a file or not. If not, I'm going to throw a file not found exception. Suppose if there is a file by the name what user has provided, then what it does is it will get the file, okay, and it will place in the local temporary folder present in our OCI Cloud Functions. Here is the official documentation page by Oracle on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, that is accessing file systems from runtime functions. Here there is a limit provided we can have a maximum 512 MB file which we can download into the /temp, and there are few metrics. You can have a look at this table when you are trying to build your solution with the help of functions. So once we download the file to our temporary folder, first thing this function does is it will check the total number of files present in that file. Suppose in our case there are 37,081 records or the rows in the file, so the number value will be 37k. Next thing is I'm going to make use of read CSV method or the function present in our pandas module. I'm here in the official documentation page by pandas.pydata.org. I will provide the link for this website in my blog. Please check out the blog for more details. Here there are a bunch of arguments which we can pass to this read CSV method, out of which I am using few. For more details you can go to the link and you can check what and all arguments available and what we can make use of for our specific business requirement. So here I am passing only the file name and the end rows is equal to 0, and I am trying to fetch the first row, that is headers row, with that statement. That is, this will be extracted and it will be assigned to a variable as a list. This I am doing with the help of this statement. This is basically a counter. When we generate a file, it will be used for naming the file. We can ignore this as of now. Now our loop will run, that is starting from 0th index, it will go up to the total number of lines present in the CSV file, and this will be the increment. For more details you can refer range function in for loop in Python. Suppose if there is a increment happen or this loop runs or that batch data is present, then this file counter will increment its value saying there is a file we need to generate. Then I'm going to make use of this pd.read CSV file data. Here I'm saying header value is 0. That is 0th index row is a header, and the total number of rows it has to fetch is identified by row size, that is 10,000, and it has to skip rows, that is I here will be 0 when it first runs, and in the next iteration it will be a row size. Next I'm trying to assign column value which I had fetched here to this data variable, which basically carries the information which got splitted. Like for example, if our row size is 10,000, this data variable will hold the data of 10,000 records, and column I am appending the value of columns which we had fetched. Next I'm trying to write the file with the content what this data value holds. Here I'm trying to generate the file name, that is the input file name underscore the count of the file, like 1 2 3 like this .csv file. Here I'm trying to make use of sftp.open in write mode. A file will be created and I am flushing the data into that file with the help of data.tocsv. Here I am mentioning the header value. If this is set to true, then only this header value will be copied. If this is set to false, then the data.columns what we had done over here, it won't be copied. That's it. In the response I am appending the file name so that the user will know what and all files got generated by this function. That's it. It's very straightforward and simple code. Now let's test these functions. I have already deployed that functions code to my Oracle Cloud. I'm here in the Postman client and I have provided the sample JSON data, wherein this will be the path of my SFTP directory and the file name. Header required, first we will test for true, and the row size we need in each file or the splitted file is 10,000. So let me refresh. So this is the file data.csv and it is of 5k KB size. Now let me hit on this send button. Our function has executed successfully. Like I was saying, in the status we'll get a success message and the message saying successfully splitted files in SFTP server, and these are the files which are generated or splitted with our functions code. As our file had 37k records, we will get 4 files. First 3 files will have 10,000 each records, and in the last file we should have 7,000 records. So these are the files which are generated by our functions code in the SFTP directory. I have downloaded it to my local computer. Let's now open each of the file and go in details. Here, as I had provided header required true, it has copied the header in the first file. Let us check how many records are there in this. There are 10,001. Header is considered as a separate row. So apart from header, there are 10,000 rows. So this is the second file. Here also the header has been copied. Now let's check how many rows are there. Yeah, there are 10,000 records. So one is a header. So there are 10,001. This is the third file, data_3.csv file. Here also header has been copied. And let's now check the total number of rows present over here. It is 10,001. Data_4.csv header is copied in this file as well. And at the end there are 7,081 records, because our data file had total 37,081 records, out of which one was a header So this is having 7081, out of which one is a header. So like this, we can make use of Oracle Cloud Function and split the file CSV files into smaller sized files. Now let's test this for the false case, that is header shouldn't be copied in our generated file. Let me tap the test button. Our function has executed successfully as it is showing with this message, and these are the files which are generated. Now let's check verify from the SFTP server. Like these are the files which are generated, that is with header value set to false. I have already downloaded it to my local computer. Let's now verify. So here is the first file. Here there are 10,000 records, out of which first row was a header in our previous file. Now the header is removed. This behavior because we are indicating header is equal to 0. Okay. At the time of header write, if it is false, then header value will be removed. And in the second file also we are having 10,000 records, out of which the first row is not a header this time. Third file also we don't find the header. Here also we will have 10,000 records or the rows. And in the fourth file there are 7080 rows. In our original file there are 37,081 rows, out of which one was a header, so that has been removed from our CSV file. So like this, we can split a larger CSV file into multiple smaller CSV files with OCI functions with the help of pandas module in Python. As per your business need, you can modify these argument values, whether to include the header, whether to skip or not skip, what will be the rows to skip, what will be the chunk size. There are a bunch of arguments which we can make use of and we can achieve the use case. Please do like this video and subscribe our channel, and thank you for joining us in this video.